For casual movie fans, the annual Oscar race starts here, the Golden Globe Awards, which will be broadcast live on Sunday night in all its champagne-soaked glory. Oscar hopefuls, of course, have been racing for months all the way back to last January, when The Birth of a Nation, since fizzled, and Manchester by the Sea, still in the thick of it, popped up on the festival circuit. And, truth be told, the Globes hold little bearing on the Academy Awards. Globes are won and lost based on the opinions of 85 foreign journalists. More than 6,000 film professionals vote on the Oscars. But the Globes offer plenty of intrigue. A win by Mel Gibson, nominated for his direction of the World War II drama Hacksaw Ridge, would drop Jaws and allow him to elbow into the Oscar race after a decade as a Hollywood outcast. Several little-seen art films, including the coming-of-age drama Moonlight, nominated for 6 trophies, and Lion, an adoption tearjerker with 4 nominations, are hoping for a box-office-boosting blast of attention. Movies get most of the scrutiny at the Globes because of their proximity to the Academy Awards. Oscar nomination ballots are due on Friday. But the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, the group behind the Globes, has worked in recent years to make its television honors more relevant by leaning into rookie shows like The Affair and Transparent. Will the Netflix royal drama The Crown be anointed this year? Most awards prognosticators are betting it will. But never mind the trophies, Hollywood spent most of the week fretting about weather. Rain is forecast for Sunday, threatening a repeat of the 2010 Globes ceremony, when the red carpet turned into a swamp, and bedraggled assistants with golf umbrellas became the accessory of choice. And the award for most wilted hairdo goes to? Here are a few other matters to consider ahead of the show, which will again be managed by Dick Clark Productions, the same live TV company that gave the world Mariah Carey's New Year's Eve meltdown. Moonlight vs. Manchester. Hollywood has gotten so good at reading tea leaves ahead of these ceremonies that most insiders, and anyone reading blogs like Gold Derby, are rarely surprised anymore. Count on the moody La La Land to win Best Musical or Comedy on Sunday night. Emma Stone is considered a Best Actress lock for that film. Viola Davis will almost certainly take Best Supporting Actress for her performance in Fences, an adaptation of August Wilson's play about family and race in the 1950s. But the Best Drama category is a nail-biter. Moonlight, directed by Barry Jenkins, who also adapted the screenplay, could easily win. So could the New England family drama Manchester by the Sea, directed and written by Kenneth Lonergan. Both films received euphoric reviews. With 6 nominations, the lyrical Moonlight has slightly deeper support. The hardscrabble Manchester has 5, including 1 for Casey Affleck's acting. He could well win. For better or worse, this rivalry has taken on greater weight as Hollywood continues to struggle with diversity on screen and off. Moonlight has a cast that is almost entirely black. Manchester is equally white. It could be possible, however, that Mr. Gibson's Hacksaw Ridge pulls off an upset win for Best Drama. Heading into the Globes, some prognosticators, including Christopher Tapley of Variety, were making that prediction. That would be controversial. Mr. Gibson is still trying to recover from his 2006 anti-Semitic outburst after being arrested on a drunken driving charge and for his 2011 no-contest plea to a misdemeanor charge of battering a former girlfriend. But Hacksaw Ridge, which has already collected assorted prizes, has started to turn the tide for Mr. Gibson, who is now sober. Globes voters have long had a soft spot for Mr. Gibson, bringing him on as a presenter even as other awards groups shun him. On the other hand, Ricky Gervais, the acerbic British comedian, skewered Mr. Gibson on stage last year, to the degree that many guests in ballroom cringed. Look to this year's host, Jimmy Fallon, for early clues, namely cutting the freshly debuted Mr. Gibson some slack during his opening monologue and reserving his arrows for the president-elect. Getting serious about comedy. Globe voters have ardently tried to leave behind their reputation for paying more attention to celebrity than honoring the year's best performances. Once upon a time, Globe attendees also bellied up to the open bar in a boozy spectacle, but nominees heeding the scolding eyes of their publicists have largely started sticking to water. For those craving a little of the gloriously messy Globes of old, however, look to the enduringly wacky category of Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy, which often includes nominated films that are neither funny, at least, not intentionally, or filled with song. Last year, that uproarious side-splitter The Martian, about a starving, stranded astronaut,
was not only nominated in that category, but also won. The ensuing uproar prompted a rules change. Dramas with comedic overtones should be entered as dramas. That didn't seem to matter to 20th Century Women, a serious-minded portrait of a woman and her friends in the 1970s. It will compete against La La Land in the category, along with Sing Street, Florence Foster Jenkins and the superhero movie Deadpool.
Even so, progress. La La Land is indeed a musical, and Deadpool is indeed funny. Already, that achievement has earned Globe's organizers a pat on the back.